I think a lot of us have this feeling that we're using AI like a magic 8-ball, right? You ask a question, you get an answer, you move on. But what if I told you there's a much, much more powerful way to engage with this technology? A method that can transform it from a simple oracle into a true partner for your thinking.
Okay, so this difference is absolutely crucial. On one hand, you've got the AI as Oracle model. It's passive. You're basically just a consumer of information. But on the other hand, you have the cognitive partner model. And here, you become an active co-pilot. Instead of just asking for answers, you're using AI in a dialogue to systematically sharpen your own ideas. Honestly, the Oracle model, it's kind of a waste of potential. The cognitive partner model, that's where the real magic happens.
And that right there is the core idea we're diving into. It is a complete paradigm shift. We're moving away from asking for pre-made solutions, and instead, we're building our own, better ones, using AI as the incredible tool it's meant to be.
And this powerful new approach, it has a name, the Whetstone process. Think of it as a formal methodology, a structured way to take all those messy, brilliant, chaotic thoughts that are swimming around in your head and systematically shape them into something clear, something strong, and something tangible, what we're going to call an artifact.
And this is where the metaphor just clicks perfectly. In this process, your idea, that's the blade. It might be rough, maybe a little unformed, maybe even dull. The AI isn't the bladesmith who just hands you a finished sword. No way. The AI is the whetstone, that abrasive, solid surface you use to sharpen your own blade to a perfect razor edge. You are the artisan.
So, how does this actually work? Well, it's not some complex, abstract theory. It's actually a really simple, elegant 4-step process. Let's walk through each one.
Step 1 is lay the blade on the stone. I mean, it makes sense, right? You can't sharpen a blade by just holding it in the air. You have to make contact. This is the brain dump. You take your raw, incomplete, maybe even contradictory idea and you just get it out of your head and onto the screen. Don't worry about it being perfect. The only goal here is to externalize your thinking.
Okay, step 2 is the sharpening stroke. And listen, this is where the real work happens. This is the iterative dialogue. Every single back and forth you have with the AI, that's a sharpening stroke. You are literally grinding your idea against its logic, and you're not passively accepting its output. No, you correct it, you challenge it, you ask it to reframe things. It's this constructive friction that hones your idea and grinds away all the imperfection. All right, step 3 is wiping the blade. After a few sharpening strokes, any good machinist always wipes the blade clean to inspect the edge, and you need to do the exact same thing. This is all about making sure you don't get lost down a rabbit hole. So you'll periodically pause the conversation and ask the AI to reflect the idea back to you. Something like, okay, pause. Based on our conversation, summarize the project's mission in one sharp sentence. This clears away all the conversational junk and lets you see just how much sharper your idea has become.
And the final step is the final polish. Once your idea is sharp and it's clear, you give one last command. Consolidate our entire session into a clean, finished document. This is your artifact. It's the tangible result of all your intellectual labor, a durable blueprint, a project plan, a mission statement that you built yourself.
So why go through all this? Why not just ask for the answer up front? Because the payoff here is about so much more than a single solution. This whole process is about building a scaffold for your thinking, what we can call a mental exoskeleton.
And the payoff really is profound, because the Whetstone Method fundamentally changes your entire relationship with AI. First, it shifts agency back to you. You're the active co-pilot, remember. It also transforms these fleeting thoughts into durable, real-world assets. It builds your cognitive resilience, literally making your thinking stronger. And finally, it demystifies the AI, turning it from some unknowable black box of magic into a transparent mechanism that you are in complete control of.
Ultimately, this isn't just another productivity hack. It's a methodology for cognitive survival. It protects your best ideas from getting lost in burnout or confusion, and it gives you a framework to create a lasting legacy of your work. You're not just finding answers anymore. You're building a better way to think.
And never ever forget this. The power of this method comes from putting you back in charge. You are the artist, the artisan, the sculptor. The AI is an incredibly powerful tool in your hands, but it is still just the tool. You provide the vision, you provide the strategy, and you provide the final judgment.
So I guess the only question left is, with this new method in hand, what raw, messy, brilliant idea is just sitting there, waiting for you to pick it up and give it its first sharpening stroke? What will you sharpen first?